today on 15 on 15.
During a hidden camera interview, Joran van der Sloot divulges yet another detail of his plan to move out of the Peruvian prison. Plus, Aruba names its top athletes of 2016. And local producer Jonathan Vieira tells us his inspiration behind the re-recorded version of the Aruba Dushitera hymn. Thank you for joining us on another edition of 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV with Daniela Piazzi. Let's get started with our latest local news topics. This week, a new video was released on the hidden camera interview with Joran van der Sloot. This time, the convicted criminal discusses his plans to get extradited to the prison in either the Netherlands, Aruba, or the United States.
Ik zou het ook helemaal niet eens erg vinden als ik gewoon naar Nederland zou kunnen, naar Aruba zou kunnen, naar een gevangenis in een ander land.
Joran van der Sloot has been serving time in Peru's Chayapalca prison since 2014 for the murder of local woman Stephanie Flores. It was there that undercover Dutch reporters obtained hidden camera footage of Mr. van der Sloot. In the clips, Joran claims he would reveal more details on his role in the Natalie Holloway case in a 500-page tell-all book. But guilt alone may not be the only motivation behind the extensive story.
Eens erg zijn, zou ik het helemaal niet eens erg vinden als ik in Aruba zou zitten. Zou ik zelfs eerst, voordat ik een boek schrijf, eerst aan de autoriteiten geven, die dat dan kunnen bevestigen. Ja. En dat zou natuurlijk zelfs nog een hoop meer prioriteit aan mijn boek geven, denk ik. Dat zou ik niet erg vinden. Dat zou ik helemaal niet erg vinden.
But getting extradited might not be his only motive to write this book. Mr. van der Sloot has also claimed that the mysterious person who was sending him money each month has stopped altogether approximately half a year ago. Therefore, he wrote to the Minister of Foreign Affairs a few months ago, as well to the Minister in Aruba and the American Embassy in Peru, to discuss an arrangement to get out of Peru by cooperating or to make a deal with the U.S. Justice Department. However, his attorney, Maximo Altes, has stated that this is not the plan. He'll first have to serve his time in Peru before he can arrange deals.
Maar het is wel mogelijk. Ik heb dus niet aan toe laten kijken. En zelfs in Nederland is het nu mogelijk. Om toch met medewerking aan justitie te geven en een regeling te treffen. Ja, ik denk als ik dat boek publiceer dat ik uitgeleverd word naar Aruba, daar heb ik geen tijd van houden.
Moving forward, the parking meter in the downtown area has been implemented for over 6 months now. The local community has in many ways become accustomed to this system, but there are still many complaints coming from not only the Aruban population, but also from visiting tourists of the island on this system. In September of 2015, the Aruba paid parking meters were implemented. Now, for the visitors of the downtown area, a small fee must be paid to park your vehicle. However, many have tried to find a way to avoid the fee. Dirt road parking lots all around the city center are jam-packed with unpaid vehicles. And for those who do decide to give in to the 60 florin monthly fee, Aru Parking does not have any available spaces for purchase. This dilemma has led to a substantial amount of drivers getting a tire clamped for parking in unregulated spaces. But this is not the only problem for the locals and employees of the downtown area. But frequently, visitors of the island have also been caught off guard by the newly implemented system. In just one afternoon, our ATV cameras caught 3 V-marked rental cars with a big yellow tire clamp. And the question remains to be, are the instructions not clear enough to those visiting Aruba, or must there be more guidance specifically for tourists on this paid parking procedure? We'll be back with more 15 on 15 after a quick commercial break. When we come back from the break, the winners of the Excellence in Sport prizes are announced. Thanks for staying with us right here on Channel 15 ATV. This year, once again, the Ministry of Sport, together with Loto Pa Deporte, held an annual Sports Excellence Award to give recognition to Aruba's young athletes that have stood out throughout the year. Separated in categories by age group, here are the winners of Excelencia Pa Deporte 2016. Over the past year, Aruba's young athletes have shined in local and international competitions. The Excelencia pa Deporte award show strives to give recognition to top athletes on the island for their hard work and dedication in their field. This is the 13th annual event that Aruba has organized. This nationwide recognition serves as a token of gratitude to Aruba's shining stars. For the sports year of 2016, 75 athletes were nominated from the 18 different federations on the island. In addition to these top athletes, 2 Special Olympic participants were selected, as well as students who have cooperated with Ibiza throughout the year. For the category of female 13 years and below, the swimmer Gwena Di Cook took the prize, and for the male nominees, the taekwondo fighter Daynon Delamore won. In the section of 14 to 18 years old, the female winner was synchronized swimmer Kira Hooverts, who made it to the Olympic qualification round, and the male award went to Mikkel Schreuders, the swimmer who received an Olympic qualification earlier this year. Other winners include the horseback riders Alina Koch and Dwayne Chirino. For the Team of the Year, Racing Club Aruba took the prize. Rene Posma won for Male Local Athlete of the Year, and bowler Tashaina Seraus won the Female Award. Congratulations to all of the athletes who were both nominated and awarded during this prestigious event. Switching gears, the topic of all-inclusive resorts has been one of quite a lot of controversy here on the island. Many visitors from around the globe have shown that they prefer this method of accommodation, believing that it is indeed the cheapest way to enjoy Aruba to the fullest. But when booking all-inclusives, are you really getting a better deal? It's higher up front, but it includes all your food, drinks, and as well your activities. To find out, the NBC team went undercover on a 3-day vacation to the Dominican Republic.
My producer Lindsay and I are checking into the same resort.
Welcome, Casa de Campo.
Staying in the same type of room, doing the exact same activities.
Another day at the office.
Eating and drinking the exact same things.
Can I have the stuffed chicken breast?
I will also have the stuffed chicken breast.
I'll have the Sauvignon Blanc.
I'll have the same thing.
The only difference? This resort offers 2 ways to pay. I'm doing it the normal way, paying as I go for food, drinks, everything.
And I'm paying the flat, all-inclusive rate.
So who will spend less on the exact same vacation? For 3 days, we gorge ourselves.
I will have the margarita pizza.
I'm also going to have the margarita pizza.
Identical food, cocktails, wine, and beer.
Nothing like a swim-up pool bar. Cheers.
But now it's time to go.
Okay, we just checked out. Here are the final bills right here. It is time for the moment of reckoning. Who got the better deal? You go first.
So remember, I paid the all-inclusive rate, and that total is $1,996.80 for the all-inclusive.
Okay, I paid as I went, and here's my bill. Look at that. There it is, $1,621.20. Boom, I got the better deal. I win.
That's right, even though I paid as I went, bills piling up, I still saved $375. Just think, for 2 people paying as you go, you could save a whopping $750.
Obviously, I'm still expensing this.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Booking all-inclusive doesn't always mean booking a better deal. We'll be back with more 15 on 15 after a word from one of our partners. After the break, more details on the inspiration behind the re-recorded version of Aruba's hymn. Thank you for staying with us right here on Channel 15 ATV. It has nearly been 2 weeks since the release of the re-recorded version of the island's national anthem, Aruba Dushitera. But the frenzy over this song has not died down just yet. Hundreds of views and shares are still pouring in on social media site Facebook. The mind behind this project, Mr. Jonathan Vieira, tells us a little bit more about his inspiration for this production. The music and television producer Jonathan Vieira is known on the island for his work organizing the Aruba International Film Festival, a multi-day event which welcomes a multitude of celebrity actors, producers, and admirers to the island. Before his start as a producer on the island, this Aruban-born producer gained his experience working with leading entertainment companies around the globe. For the 40th anniversary of Aruba's anthem, Aruba Dushitera, Jonathan once again went big. By bringing together over 40 of Aruba's top musicians to remake this hymn, he tells us a little bit about the inspiration for this project.
The motivation came from a conversation I had with the governor, which traditionally we can't disclose what we discuss with the governor. But in essence, basically, you know, we were missing more versions of it or updated recordings of it. So I embarked on the process of getting all the talents involved that I could find and were willing to give a hand with this process.
And the Aruban talents of this project were not the only thing to make it unique. After weighing his option for the ideal location, New York stood out as being the most convenient, central, and budget-friendly destination for this composition. Looking back, Jonathan realizes that the location alone made all the difference in the success of this project.
Actually a good move, because once you move all the people involved to a location, they only have attention to your project. They're not distracted by anything that's happened in Aruba. So for me, that was basically a saving grace for the whole project after the fact. When I look back, I was like, oh, thank God we went to New York. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult.
And this love for their country indeed pushed the artists.
Everybody left that aspect at the door at the studio, and then once they walked into the pit, as we call them, they just did their work, and they worked professionally, and they worked long hours. I was really impressed. You know, normally vocalists, they go in for a few hours and then that's it, but they held a 12-hour shift at the minimum, and I was really pleased with that aspect, you know.
And now that this video has been released to the public, Mr. Vieira plainly states whatever happens, just happens.
I think, you know, whatever happens to this version in the future, may it be, you know, like however they plan to use it, or whoever decides they want to, you know, use this as the version that they want to hear. I always have great respect for what was done 40 years already. This was just a contribution and an honor towards that.
Thank you so much for watching. These were your local news updates and trending Aruba topics. Be sure to like our 15 on 15 Facebook and Instagram page for all of your latest news updates. Also, don't forget to tune back in tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 TV. See you then.